Hey, everybody, welcome back to the 10th floor. It's me, Matt.
Hi, everybody. It's Kat. Good
Hey, everybody
morning.
here. Well,
Good rainy morning.
good. Well, I mean, I don't know. So down here in Los Angeles, it's usually very sunny. They call it sunny LA. When I went to New York City, to go visit and stuff, people were like, "You're
hmm
from California. Why are you so pale? I don't understand. Shouldn't you have a tan?" And I'm like, no, 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 no. That's Southern California where the sun lives. I live in Northern California where it's a little more gray. Because of the
Yeah.
rain that's been happening. The sky has been so reminiscent of the Bay Area, and I didn't realize I missed it as much as I do.
That's very, very, very gray and rainy here. And we're having another what they call asper
Atmospheric river.
atmospheric river. Yes, we're having another one of those. So yeah, it like rained like 3 inches here yesterday,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's raining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just raining. It's just raining.
Hey, everybody. Hi. Kelly hopes that we're safe. Kelly Publicover. Hello, Kelly. And yeah, we're
Oh,
totally safe. It's just a lot of water, but we're fine. We're
it's
fine.
yeah, it's fine. Now, it's not true, but all of California, there's people that are having
Mm-hmm.
issues, lots of people having issues. Like my sister-in-law only lives 50 miles from me.
Yeah.
She having it's not even 50, I think more like 35. And she's having issues because she got her house, it's kind of on a hillside,
So
and
it's
it's got
catching
a
a lot of
sump
water.
pump underneath it. It's got a sump
Mm.
pump underneath it because it floods and it's not sitting on a concrete slab like my house is. She got all kinds of problems.
uh, Kelly wants to know if you have your bikini on. I'll answer for my mom and I'll say no. That's strictly a summertime outfit. We gotta wait for the Metro Court pool to open back up for that to happen.
I wear a bikini only at a place where I know I'm not going to see a person I know.
Oh, that's old granny. That's old granny tactic. I get that.
I wear a bikini in
I get that.
Vegas.
Anyway, Kelly's here. Chandra's here. Hey, Chandra. Kaiwan is here. Oh gosh, who else is covered? Estee is here. Tyrone. Hello, Tyrone. Jeannie. Hello, Jeannie. Jeannie's here. Kaiwan. I think I said that. Sandy. Hello. Good afternoon, Sandy. Good morning to us. Ah, even though there was a time
Hey,
change, it's still the morning.
yeah, and that time change kind of
It
messed with
snuck
me
up on
this
me. I
morning.
didn't realize it was going to happen.
It doesn't feel like it should be time change time yet here in California because typically when it's time change time, it's not raining like this so profusely.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, I do have a picture to share though,
You
Matthew.
do. You
Even
do.
though I couldn't find the one,
Couldn't find
I
the one that
found
you
a
wanted.
different
You
one
found
and
a
I wanted to
okay.
share it with everybody. And I'm just being a mom, but yeah, I want to share a childhood picture of my children.
A childhood picture of your children.
Okay.
Okay. I'm what's going on here? Oh my goodness, you posted this on Facebook the other day.
That one in the middle standing there so loud and proud, that's Matt.
That's not me.
That's Matt. That one right there in
No.
the middle is
I was never
Matt.
that young.
And there's his older brother, Stephen. And there's his baby sister, Melissa. Look at my babies.
Man,
That's it. Okay.
posing like we were Chandler children in the mansion during Christmas.
Yeah.
Just a proud mama moment. So when you came across that, then your heart swelled with memory and nostalgia, and you were just like, "Oh, I have to talk about this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put it in my store.
Oh, you put it in your store? You're gonna sell the
Yeah.
picture?
I put it in my store where I can look at y'all.
Oh, I see. I understand what you're saying. You put it in your physical store that you use to ship all of your massive sales to customers all over the country.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, I have it in there. And
Chandra says that my smile is the same, and Kelly says we're all cuties.
yeah, that
And,
was
mm,
no, but that was before Matthew got his braces to fix his overbite.
yeah, my mouth is totally different now. And Kaiwan says I was a good looking kid. Hey, look at me. Look at me, looking 12-year-old and I don't know. That's like what, 12?
Matt's 8 here.
Am
Matt,
I
you're
eight?
8.
I can't age anybody, can I? Oh God, I
You are
can't even
8.
age
Your
myself.
brothers, this is Christmas time, so your brother had just turned 13,
Goodness. Good God.
and then your sister is about to be 5.
Oh, well. How long do you think it's going to be before TJ and Molly have 3 kids of their own to all have all kinds of Christmas time photos and enjoyment? Or is Molly not even like a
Well,
Christmas person? Is Molly going to be like, I don't believe in the commercialism of Christmas, and I think that we should just have Thanksgiving part 2, where we thank ourselves for the last month of greatness?
yeah, isn't she kind of silly with all that? Um, I think that Molly is softening up on a lot of that, actually.
Oh,
She got very excited. She got very
they're-
excited at the wedding,
so here's what the story is going to be, Ma. Here's what the story is going to
right?
be. I thought it
She
was.
loved Portia and Curtis's
Oh
wedding.
yeah,
She
yeah,
loved
yeah. I don't know if she's going to be like, oh, I want this. But when it comes to maybe a more traditional family outlook, I don't know. So I loved it. All right, I gotta say, I like them. I like those two crazy kids. They've been together forever. Gosh, this commercial keeps on coming up for this movie that's on Freevee, which is one of the Amazon. It's like a free Amazon app where they have shows and original movies and stuff like that. It's called Freevee.
I've heard of it. I haven't watched anything on it, but I've heard of it.
So there's this movie ad that comes up every commercial break on Freevee, and it has that guy from Aladdin in it and some lady, and it's this Christmas time love story thing, and they're still promoting it because they don't have much going on in that app. But the big line, the big log line, the tagline, the one that's supposed to bring people in is when this dude is trying to get advice from his older, senior advisor type of character who's like, he's like, oh man, who wants to see us together? And the guy's like, everyone wants to see you together. And you can tell that it's supposed to be like this emotional crux of the movie. But that's how I feel about TJ and Molly, okay? Everybody wants these two crazy kids together. Am I right? Come on, round of applause for TJ and Molly. No, am I alone?
I like them together. Well, they obviously, they had a little pregnancy scare, and then they both
Little
discovered that
pregnancy
they
joy,
wanted that
you
baby,
mean?
both of them.
Oh gosh, I love that little clip, that little pregnancy joy. I love that little thing. All right, they're both in their own little corners, and they're like, I don't know if TJ wants this. I don't know if Molly wants this. I don't know if it's time for TJ. I don't know if the time is right for Molly. I like that. And then at the end, TJ's like, all right, I'm going to do this the way that I know Molly wants to do it, because she's not emotionally led. She's analytical. Okay, so we're going to sit down and we're gonna put together a PowerPoint presentation on the pros and cons of having a child right now. And then she just blurts out, I want to have a baby. Oh, goodness. It's just so good.
Yep. And they both are disappointed. They're both disappointed.
Yeah.
Their pregnancy scare didn't turn out to be not to be a pregnancy.
And it's just so
they,
fun.
They were, and I'm glad they're giving. I've said it before. I want them to give TJ and Molly something.
Yeah.
Either create them a story of them being together, or separate and give them a separate story.
But we are getting a story of them together.
Yeah.
Now, this is my fear. My fear is here. Let me explain what I think is going to happen. Because last week we got into this. She is pregnant, but she's not going to want it. Clearly, that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get into, we want to have a baby, but can't.
Yep.
Okay.
I think she's going to have PCOS or something.
Yeah, so she's not going to be able to have a baby, and then she's going to be like, oh no, I'm so emotionally frustrated by this, and it's going to lead into some sort of fight in which she goes and sleeps with another man and gets pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's yours, TJ. It's yours, TJ. And then the baby comes out like white or something. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No. All right, fine. Then let's actually have a good, heart-filling, great happiness thing where, like it is troubling getting pregnant, and then they're able to do it.
Somebody got to carry their baby.
Ooh, Trina.
Christina.
Christina, hey, let's rope Christina into this. I'm with that. I'm with that.
She needs it. She owes him a favor.
Mama, I'm good with that.
You know why she owes him a favor?
Because she blew the lid on the pregnancy test.
Yeah, because she's so stupid like that. It's like, what? Are you 15?
Mama, I love that idea. Oh my God, I wouldn't have come up with that. That's great. That's why they have a writer's room and not a writer, okay? That's why they have a collaborative process to come up with these things, because that is brilliant. That is what I want to see. That is some drama, all right? And then we don't repeat Maxie, all right, where she's like, oh, it's really my baby, or I don't know, whatever it is that happened with Maxie. Let's not do that, all right? Let's do something else. What else is there? Where's the drama? Where's the drama?
And then it will be a boy, and it'll be a boy. And since it has testicles, Uncle Victor will want it.
Oh my God. boy's a Cassadine. The chat is 100% for Christina getting involved in carrying the baby. Like, they're totally here for that. I'm totally cool. Chandra says they can do it as long as they don't ask Alexis to do it. I think Alexis is a little too old to gestate a baby. I don't know.
Well, it could be done. She'd have to have hormone therapy and everything. She'd have to medically convince her body that it wasn't 60.
She'd have to medically convince her body. Oh, Stephanie's all for a Christina storyline. Kelly says, no, me. You want to carry the baby, Kelly? I mean, that's going to be challenging because these people aren't real. And you are. I want to make sure, Kelly, you understand that you're a real person and not a fictional character in the city of Port Charles. Oh, she's not for Christina carrying any babies. Why not? That's fine. You can think opposite. That's fine. However, I think that's great.
So I say, why not? I mean, there's got to be some purpose behind. There's got to be some purpose behind this whole pregnancy thing with Molly and TJ, and now they're wanting a baby, and they're going to really want a baby.
Yeah, they're going to.
And they're going to find out. They're going to find out why. See,
she skipped the period because she's not laying any eggs or something.
Right, she's skipping it, but she looked a little fatigued too. And
she did. That's why she thought she was pregnant.
And she wasn't feeling great.
Yeah.
And she's obviously missed a period. She went and got herself a pregnancy test. I think she's going to find out. I think she's going to go to the doctor and find out she's got an underlying issue. Gave her a false sense of pregnancy.
Then do we adopt? Do we adopt? No, I want to have our baby, TJ, our baby. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, it's good. It's good. And then they adopt a 16-year-old punk, Reggie Montgomery. Something like that.
Hey, well, that worked.
It worked for Michael B. Jordan. That's for sure.
Sure did.
It's so funny because I still to this day can't look at him without thinking about Reggie Montgomery. Is that the same for you guys in chat? If you see a soap person move on to bigger and better things, do you still see Demi Moore as Templeton, whatever her name was?
No.
No. Yeah, but I see Michael B. Jordan as Reggie Montgomery, just skinny little, what was it, dreadlocked or braids on.
Yes, the majority of the time he had braids that he was on there, not the entire time, but the majority of the time he did. I remember the character very, very, very well, and I really liked him.
Yeah.
And I don't have the same sense of Demi Moore like that, but I do. I think of him too, and every time I see him,
look at
he's
that
big old
Reggie.
man now.
Look at that swole Reggie.
I think of Reggie Montgomery. I do, and I also think about what'd you say his name is?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, that's the actor's name.
I also think of him too. I think of him, and I'm just so freaking happy for him.
Yeah, right. I mean, what a success story. And you kind of saw it. You saw him as a little punk 15-year-old on All My Children, and now he's directing Creed 3 and just a major Hollywood player.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
I love it.
I feel the same way about Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is in all those Marvel movies. He was in Jurassic Park, the new ones. You know what Chris Pratt is, because he was on.
I sure do. He married himself a Kennedy.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he's hardcore. He's hardcore with some opinions.
Schwarzenegger, Kennedy.
Yes. So I remember him from a show called Everwood, which was on when I was a teenager. It was one of those WB teen soapy dramas, like a soap for me. It was very good. Like I enjoyed it very much, and to this day I remember the theme song being just like, oh, what a soap song. Oh, Everwood. And he played the dumb older brother named Bright on Everwood. And,
but he wasn't too bright.
No, he's the dumb older jock brother, right? Brighton. Anyway, so that's what I know him from, and now he's also this major Hollywood player. But I cannot look at Star-Lord or Owen from Jurassic Park without thinking of dumb Bright from Everwood back when he was 17.
There you go. Huh.
Kelly still thinks of Jacob Young as J.R. Chandler. I think that I would also do the same thing. I'm not really watching anything with Jacob Young on it right now, but if I was, I'd be like, what's J.R. Chandler up to?
Well, it's hard not to do that with it's harder not to do that with Michael E. Knight, you know.
Yeah.
And I, even though some people love it, some people hate it. I think that's why he has that silly accent, is to try to
I do not
throw
think
us
of
off
Tad
of that.
Martin anymore. I see him on there, and I'm totally on board with Marty Gray. I know that he's Tad Martin. It's very easy to talk about Michael E. Knight as Tad Martin, but when he's up there doing his thing, I'm not thinking about Tad. I'm only thinking about Marty. And when they mention, oh, Marty's visiting his mom and that kind of stuff like they did this week, I'm like, yeah, I'm totally for it. I'm here. I can envision old white-bearded Marty Gray sitting by the bed going, oh, mama, I probably shouldn't be giving you these hummingbird cakes anymore, but I know you just love them so much. It's not good for your sugars, mama.
Not good for your sugar. Yeah, but you know, can you imagine though? Can you imagine? Let's say he came on as Marty Gray, and he did not have a beard.
Yeah.
He did not have an accent, and he had colored his hair.
Gosh, I don't even remember all of that.
Well, he would look like Tad.
Yeah, oh yes, he would absolutely look like Tad.
He would totally look like Tad and sound like Tad. And it would.
That's why he's got the Ric Flair
think you would have. I don't think you would have the same. You wouldn't observe him the same as you do right now. You see him as just gray, but I think if he didn't have a beard,
it was brilliant. I don't know.
Dark hair, no accent, he'd be Tad.
I don't know if that was Michael E. Knight or if it was the show making the suggestion or what to really differentiate this Marty Gray versus everything that Michael E. Knight has done in the past. Now, I didn't see him on Young and the Restless or whatever he did for that couple of years where apparently it wasn't great.
Well, they didn't give him much.
Yeah,
they didn't give him much.
Though. I'm totally happy with it.
Yeah, and you know who ought to take a page out of his book? One Mr. Cameron Matheson, because I'm sorry, even though I enjoy Drew, that's Ryan Lavery 2.0 right now.
It so came through to me. It really came through in his conversation with Ned this week. He's just like, come on, Ned, you know, I mean, just, I don't even know how to, and then I'm chopping wood every time we're talking about things, and I just need you to see, I'm going to walk away, you know. I'm going to walk away from ELQ. You have my personal Drew Cain guarantee on that.
Zimmerman from the warehouse, you know, I guarantee.
I guarantee.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, and even though it's Ryan Lavery, it's still it's more Ryan Lavery than Ryan Lavery ever was. On top of that as well, you know, it's like a caricature.
You're right, because I don't think Drew has, you know, Ryan always had bigger problems.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he had more facets, I guess, to his character. He had more problems, where Drew doesn't really have.
There really isn't any depth to Drew. There was a little bit of depth to Ryan. Ryan had loss and family and Jillian and all of that, you know.
Yes, and he had his bad brother and his.
Yeah, you know, he had a lot of really
trying to get him all the time.
He had deeper content to deal with. Drew has been very surface level when it comes to the storyline content that he's had. Yeah, he shot people in Crete and was programmed by a trading card and stuff, which I guess is what people liked. Because him being in all of this business stuff and keeping the secret romance with Carly, it's very surface level and not deep at all.
And I don't know about the rest of everybody, but I know that, you know, it doesn't take a lot to please me as a soap fan. It doesn't. It doesn't take a lot to please me as a soap fan. But I'm just not invested in Drew and Carly. I don't care about Drew and Carly. I don't care if they throw brownies on the floor every day and get down like crazy.
I know it's 11 in the afternoon, but it's fine.
Whatever.
Billy Miller was a great Drew, says Carolyn, and I have to agree with that. You know, I think Billy Miller really set the tone for what we as an audience would expect to come from Drew Cain. Now, here's the thing, though. Cameron Matheson has played Drew longer than anybody now. If there's any Drew,
he's been on there like 2 years, huh?
Yeah. If there's any Drew that is supposed to be the real Drew, it's what Cameron Matheson has been bringing. So I guess Billy Miller was just depressed Drew.
I wanted his betrayal to be I was excited about Drew when I thought, oh, let's get him out of the jailhouse. Let's get him out of this, marking days on the wall and scout on the wall. Let's get him out of there and put him back at home. And I was hoping to see some real, something different than what we're currently seeing.
They tested the waters with a couple of things before sticking him in the Carly corner.
Yeah, I wanted him to be a little more dangerous, a little more serious, a little more brooding, and just less of a let's go.
I feel like Ryan. I feel like look at me trying to call him Ryan Lavery. I think that Cameron Matheson, just his portrayal, what the energy that it was bringing to the character, kind of just ruined any sort of edge that they might have been trying to develop. Because he started off a little bit more dangerous than he is right now, but anytime he wasn't being dangerous, he was being so excited to be back home. And my God, and just and you're just Monica. Oh my God, yes, that the energy just didn't flow from scene to scene.
No, I don't know why this sounds totally silly, but he reminds me of Woody from Toy Story.
Oh, come on, Buzz. Woody was more cantankerous, though. Woody was kind of a grump. I don't know Drew having a bad day.
Oh no, someone's poisoned the water hole.
Someone's poisoned the water hole. Excuse me. It's the voices.
You're sorry, sweetheart.
It's the voices, because I'm
not trying to choke you.
Well, I was thinking, what would it be like to have Peter and Drew in a scene together? We never had that. Just the quiet, rumbling energy that Peter Otter's brought to things, paired with this commercial that we have, this infomercial. And wow, look at it! Stop the water. Now that would have been interesting.
Black crap.
Yeah, that black tape or whatever. That just won't seal anything. I feel like Drew's going to sell us some OxyClean before you know it. Just look at it bubble in the water. Your clothes have never come out cleaner. Your brights are so bright and your darks remain so dark. Oh my God. Ugh.
Isn't crap after all.
It really isn't crap. Get OxyClean in your detergent, folks.
Pink stuff works on showers too really well.
Drew is too much of a goody two shoes.
He is. He like I said, he needs to have more corners to him. He needs to be a little more dark and brooding. He needs to be a little more dangerous. He needs to be a little more backbiting. When Carly gets done with his flavor, she's gonna walk on him. She can walk on him.
Well, she already has. Aren't you mad?
Really?
Aren't you mad that she lied to you about this for so long? Oh, she knows that I'm mad. But we moved on already. She said I shouldn't worry about it, so I'm not.
Carly got a buy from everybody about everything the last 6 months.
I tweeted something out that turned out to be very popular, and it's so popular I didn't feel like I needed to tweet anything else for several days because people were still talking on it. And it was, how does Willow have such capacity for forgiveness for Carly, but not an ounce for Nina? And it was a spirited debate on Twitter, as people just provided evidence from yesteryear and history and this interaction there and this and how the relationship started and all that kind of stuff. And it brought a lot of insight into it. And it was a fun little conversation. But yeah, even with all of that, even with reading all of this perspective from people that are firmly in the corner of Willow and Carly on this, I still think that Carly got a major pass from Willow.
She did.
She should have been a little bit more angry. I feel like she was more angry I don't know, because she was really forgiving to Harmony here in Harmony's death,
Yes, at Harmony's death. And I think it was because she was dying.
She's dead.
Yeah. I think that was driven just from the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of understand that better,
Oh, Chandra's bringing some insight into Cameron Matheson that I didn't know about. She says, in all seriousness, so let's bring it down, folks, in all seriousness, without talking about OxyClean. I think Cameron's joy of surviving cancer spills over into his work. I mean, that's entirely possible too. I'm just too enthusiastic for life to do anything else. And I do wonder if a little bit of marketing comes into play as well, because he's Mr. Hallmark. He's Mr. Romantic Lead Hallmark. So if he's Mr. Romantic Lead Hallmark over here and being the cornerstone of Hallmark Channel's financial success, do you want your super romantic lead to be on this other show on daytime doing off-brand, out of Hallmark character things?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it goes that deep. But I would think that the Hallmark audience, the Lifetime audience, and the GH audience there's a lot of crossover in that. I would think. I don't know, because my sister loves the Lifetime movies, but won't watch a soap though. So
And I'm the opposite. I don't watch Lifetime movies.
Mom,
I don't.
I would love so much. I don't know how to do it, and I need your help. I need Chat's help. I need James Lott Jr.'s help. I don't know, but I need just a job at Lifetime, just pumping that crap out, okay? I just need it. I need it in my life, and I don't know how to make it happen. I guess I'll just start doing it, and then sending them the scripts and say, please give me a job, signed me. And then I'll just send them a movie a week.
That's how Wanda did it, Pat.
Yeah,
I mean, how Wanda did it?
To a degree, because so my middle school computer teacher, Wanda Haight, now Dr. Wanda Kirchu, excuse me, she wrote an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation in season 2. It's called A Matter of Honor, but Star Trek famously accepted fan submissions. It was something that made them unique and something that connected them with the fan base, the nerdy fan base that existed and persisted for so long, is because
of still alive very much.
Yeah, it's because of those early days of, conventions and fan engagement. And send us an episode, and if it's good enough, we'll put it on freaking TV. So I think now, with that said, worked out for her. Wonderful, amazing, great job. Donnell Turner also, from what we understand as the story, and I don't know, I've never had it confirmed anywhere. Maybe that's the question for the convention this year. Is it true?
I bet he's going to be there. I bet he's going to be there.
Maybe I'm gonna try to do that in the queue. Is it true that you sent a letter to GH every week until they hired you?
And I heard that he used to just come up there quite a bit too.
I heard a rumor, Donnell, that you used to just show up and say, "Give me a job." And just show up and say, give me a job. I want to be Black Luke. And eventually they did. How do you feel? Is that true?
I heard that too.
Jeannie says The Days of Our Lives hired a fan writer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be cool? Wow.
There's a precedence. Hallmark movies are the same 2 or 3 plots, but I'll still watch them. Yeah, Jeannie, go for it.
That's what I've heard. That they are the same plot pretty much.
GH is all the same plot. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't. It's just that I have a hard time sitting down and doing anything for an hour and a half to 2 hours.
It's very difficult for you to get through any movie, not let alone a movie that you're less than invested in. So I get it. You're going to be on your phone or asleep. You'd rather do anything other than watch something that you're not interested in.
I don't know.
I will go mop.
I don't know.
You watch this hockey. I will mop.
My life has changed quite a bit when it comes to just like entertainment baloney. I don't watch nearly as much television as I have in my past.
Yeah.
But I'm a slave to this stupid thing.
Isn't it just completely changed the entire just nature of the world? Oh my God.
Yes. Oh, let me put that back, you guys. See that silver fox right there?
Oh goodness. Look at you just showing off your family this week.
That's me and the man.
That's my dad. Her husband, she likes him, I guess. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Whenever they would smooch and my brother and sister go, ew, I'd be like, ugh. But not as not as loud of a reaction, because, I've recognized, hey, this is good. My parents still like each other. This is unlike all of my other friends. I'm not gonna ew with this. Yeah. I don't want to see it though. Go away.
You used to do all the time, Matt, and you still do it every once in a while. It's like if Dad and I are arguing at all with any kind of emotion, you would always say, "Are you getting a divorce?"
Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe that
You
was my
used to say
greatest
that all the
childhood
time.
fear. My
You
greatest
used to say
childhood
that
fear.
all the time.
Well, everybody that I knew had divorced parents.
I'd say, no, we're not getting a divorce. We're just fighting.
Matt, you need to go to school for broadcast journalism. No free rides. Not even from you, Amelia? I won't get a free ride from you? You won't support me financially in your dreams for me? Please? I'll go to broadcast journalism. You want me to be a radio news anchor? I can do that. There was an earthquake today. Everyone survived. Now the weather. I can do it. I can do it.
So what else about General Hospital, Matt?
Angela says that not for nothing, but Drew is more like Jake Doe was when he had no memories or expectations of how he was supposed to act. See, I didn't see any of the Jake Doe. I only saw Billy Miller as Jason transitioning into Drew. I didn't see anything before that.
She's right.
So he used to be so Billy Miller used to bring the chipper a little bit. I mean, probably not to this degree.
But he was very, very, that was when he was very connected to, Elizabeth.
Okay. Well, gosh, Elizabeth, yeah. What's going to happen with Elizabeth? I mean, Cameron's like clearly packed his bag and he's like gone or something. I don't know what's going on with that kid.
I think
it's like they shoved him out the door. That's it, right? Is he done?
Looks like William's leaving the show, doesn't it?
It really does. And he's like, they want me to start this semester. So it sounded like he had a duffel bag packed upstairs and was ready to hop on the train to Stanford, you know? Mm-hmm. So I guess bye, William. It's good to see. I was hoping you were going to sing. Are you going to sing still? Please sing. Sing one more time.
I don't even think he's going to be at the nurses' ball.
I hope so. I mean, if he's leaving the show to focus on his band and his school, which would be the presumed things that he would be focusing on if he's not on General Hospital anymore, then it's a great opportunity to say farewell and transition into band life by singing a song.
I agree.
He could be like, I'm leaving on a jet plane, getting out of here, this crazy city. I'm going to go hang out with Emma at Stanford. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Yeah.
Maybe they'll come back later.
Yeah, they'll recast both of the characters. They'll come back hand in hand.
Now you think about all the folks that have. Yes, I would like to see William at the nurses' ball because he's been on there for a bit, so I like it. But you think about all the folks that did music on there. You've got a lot, actually. Now, a lot of them aren't on there anymore.
No.
But Rick Springfield. You got John Stamos. He does music as well.
Yeah.
You've got Jack Wagner. There's all kinds of them.
Bring them all.
And we're going to have to put it with Eddie Mean.
Open up the soap universe, okay? All right. We need, okay, so ABC is owned by Disney, all right? ABC does General Hospital, all right? I'm doing a 6 degrees to Kevin Bacon here to make it all happen, all right? So because of that, ABC then can now make General Hospital part of the MCU and call it one of the multiverses, right? Where there's no superheroes. Doctor Strange pops in, opens up a portal, and in walks all of these characters from soaps from like NBC and CBS and all of the great musicians that have been on any soap come through for the 60th anniversary of General Hospital, and we have ourselves a hoedown or something, just a discotheque full
discotheque.
Cam has a breakdown spoiler for the end of March, so he's around there he's there until then. So okay, so Cam's not off, but he might be on the way out. Angela also suggested, and she says she's plugged in, all right? She knows the news because she is the news.
Yeah.
We're live from the scene. Here's Angela Ryan Duncan. That's pretty much what it's like here on the 10th floor. Thank you very much, Angela. Anyway, so she says that maybe Mr. Lipton is not full-time leaving the show, but will become a summertime character. And that makes sense. If he's not in class in real life, he can come and hang out at the pool and contribute to summertime drama and be around every once in a while, like Tracy, even though she's back on contract. And I guess Holly might be back on contract too, somebody has said. I don't know if that's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Emma Sam's coming back contract?
Breaking news, folks. It seems as though Emma Sam's might be coming back to GH before you know it.
Wow.
Angela says she wouldn't go that far. Okay, fine.
So
I'll pull it back. Some. Not live on the scene, but thank you for your contributions, Angela.
I like that we got, a little rumbling about the nurses' ball this week, though.
Oh my gosh, Maxie's gonna plan it. I mean,
it's gonna be good.
Lucy's gonna have to break out of the house to be like, no, this is my event.
I think Lucy will. I think that's how they will introduce Lucy back to being alive.
Yeah,
she's gonna go bust into the nurse's ball.
She's gonna try to bust in, but then it's gonna be some sort of embarrassing thing where her. Oh goodness, you sound like me, Mama. It'll be like the end of Hairspray. Do you remember You remember Hairspray, the movie Hairspray? You can't stop.
I sure do, and when you were a teenager or a young adult, I took you to.
Yeah, we saw it live. It was very fun watching it live too. Thanks for doing that. Me and Melissa went out and saw it together too, as well on stage.
Oh,
Hairspray was a big part of my early adulthood development. I love that movie.
You've always been a theater kid. You've been a theater kid since you figured out what it was.
Yeah, 5th grade, I think, was the first time I really ventured out to do it. But then I had to have, I don't remember the thought process or anything because I was a much younger man at the time. But I do remember enjoying being a part of like the Christmas caroling thing in elementary school. The little kids choir at Lorenzo Manor or whatever the hell. I don't know. It's personal details.
Matthew.
People are going to stalk me.
Matthew, come on. You don't remember this. Preschool. You're in preschool.
Uh-huh.
They do a presentation thing,
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had video of this. I don't. And you're one of the ones in the front row. Matt's that one kid in the program that's like selling it, that you see videos of. Matt, this is Matt. You remember the little song, the peanut butter song? Uh-huh. Peanut butter, and jelly. And they had this physical things they did, like, you smash it, you smash it.
Oh, yeah, like little kids' songs. They all have the hand motions.
I tell you, Matthew sold all of that. You were different than any other little kid up there, and I loved it.
Just so showy. That must have been something. That must have been okay. Because all right, so I've never raised a child. All right, definitely.
So you were 4 when I started seeing that in you.
Definitely never raised a biological child of my own or anything. Now, given your own stage aspirations that you have held close to your heart your whole life, and then seeing your little 4-year-old squirt out there who would have really had no influence from you whatsoever when it comes to being a showman, because what opportunities would I have had to see you put on a show like I could now, and to see that come out of me with no real influence, that must have been kind of a trip. I can only imagine. I don't know. I'm putting thoughts in your brain here. Just.
Well, I loved it.
Look at my little dramatic gay kid. I mean, my little dramatic kid.
Yeah, well, I didn't figure out you were gay yet by then.
Matthew was smashing this sandwich. No, we were smashing the peanuts.
Peanuts to make the peanut butter. Yeah, you crack them. I think
you crack them.
You crack them. You crack them. You crack them, and then you mash them. And there was this physical antic part of the song, other little kids, and of course, and then you spread it. You spread it. That was Matt.
Oh my
God. Every other little kid is just kind of like barely mouthing the words, barely even moving their fingers,
I guess I've just never been shy in front of a group.
But my kid was out there, spread it.
You know what it is? It's because
I loved it.
Here's the secret, guys. Here's the secret. Here's the secret. Here's the secret to doing something in front of a group. Unless it's like a work thing. This doesn't work for work, but this works for almost everything else. The chances of you seeing these people again are slim to none. There's nothing to be afraid of. There really
but I was afraid though. I didn't do any of that stuff. I wanted to when I was a kid. There's all kinds of stuff I wanted to do when I was a kid. I did. There's a couple of things. For one thing, I was just too timid and just worried too much about what other people thought and was too timid and too afraid to fail. Plus, I was raised in a household. I wasn't encouraged.
I hear you.
To do much.
No. You were encouraged to do the dishes. I understand.
Yeah, I was encouraged to do the dishes.
People are busy. Or not. It's fine. It's okay.
I was one of the, I was like the first remote control, right? Yeah. I think all of us kids from back then, the remote control was me. Hey, baby girl, get up, turn that on 5. That was my dad. Hey, baby girl, Go turn that on 5 for me.
Oh man, yeah, that's your dad's voice. Kelly says that hopefully Matthew wasn't cracking them on another kid's heads. No. I was and still am a very sweet and gentle person. I would never.
Anyway, General Hospital.
They're sweet and gentle people. Victor, he tries to be a sweet and gentle man. He tries to. He wants to show people a good night. He wants to have a romp and sack, and then have some pillow talk about secrets and murder. But I can't quite get there. There's some sort of frustration. There's a mental block or a physical ailment that has been bothering me for several months. And boy, oh boy, have we finally gotten the answer to what Miss Wu did to Victor. And I didn't see it coming. This show is so written by men. Holy shit. Oh my God.
I must have missed something, Matt. Tell me what?
Okay, so Victor's Winky doesn't work. That's why he and what's her name, the deputy mayor, were having an uncomfortable morning. It's because Victor was unable to perform.
I didn't get it.
And then we flash to Selena poisoning Victor's drink several months ago. And now we find out exactly what she did to Victor, which was remove his virality.
She gave him permanent saltpeter. Oh my gosh, what the heck was I?
You were, I don't know, maybe just too innocent because Grandma Lou was watching. I don't know.
I don't.
That's so funny because I missed the majority of
I must have looked away. I must have looked away or got up or something when they went to the scene of him at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the connection, the Mrs. Wu thing. I didn't see the connection.
Yeah, they did a flashback. They did a flashback to her.
And I must have walked away or something and didn't see the flashback.
Because I remember, because Sonny was like, "Ooh, I need you to help me out. I need you to do something to Victor. Victor's getting in the way. I need you to hurt Victor." And so she hurt Victor where it was going to hurt Victor the most, I guess. No wonder he's been so cranky. I haven't been able to do anything.
Oh yeah, can you imagine though? What kind of I mean, that would really mess with Uncle Victor. Because, his virality is now gone. That's the way he's going to look at it.
Well, yes. I've been trying, and now I just can't. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. My son is dead, and now I can't make another heir.
Uh-huh. And we all know, like with Tony Randall, that man had babies when he was like 90.
Oh, Miss Wu helped Holly. I don't remember who she helped. Miss Wu helped somebody to do something to Victor. And then this was it. This was takeaways winky dink. So it's going to be some sort of I don't know, secret Eastern medication concoction from the East. I don't know how they're going to describe it respectfully. That has just taken it away. I don't know I don't know if she can give it back. This show has never been more written by men than it is right now. Because I don't know if I've ever seen like an erectile dysfunction storyline or ever even thought of that coming through on my soaps ever.
Me either.
Like, what's the worst thing that we can do to Victor, you guys? What do we do? What do we do? What's the worst? What if his dick didn't work anymore? That's drama, right? Pushing the envelope. Days of Our Lives isn't doing that. That has to be what's happening, right? Am I wrong? Oh gosh, I've killed my mom. You have to give the microphone a chance to catch up because you were laughing so loud it muted you. Okay, you're good.
That's a good time, isn't it?
Oh.
That's a good time. Oh my gosh. Well, and
Holly alluded that's what it would do when she gave the liquid to Miss Rue. Said something about how he wouldn't be able to rise to the occasion, says Angela. Angela, again, coming with the facts. Angela always pointing us in the right direction here. And it just goes to show, how I compliment GH, where I say that they lay the groundwork months ahead of time. They'll say something here or there. They'll have a line or whatever that points you in the direction of where it's going in months and months and months before they actually get there.
Yeah, but evidently I'm not smart enough to get it some part of the time, though.
I'm not either. I mean, sometimes I'm able to pick it up. Like, we totally picked up on the Willow being Nina's daughter thing ages ago. Ages and ages and ages ago. Like, so much so that people forgot about what we were talking about with the necklace for a while.
Yeah. Ashby, man. I mean, I realized she was probably doing something with him, but dang.
Yeah, that. Doing it. And,
yes.
and ready and willing to just weaponize it right away, too. And like, Laura's there for it, too. Well, I guess if we can't seduce them, we're going to have to come up with something else. Like, goodness gracious, Laura, you were involved in okay with this? Laura, you're pimping out Deputy Mayor Ashby? You're pimping her out to Victor, man. Oh, goodness gracious. The lessons that she learned from hanging out with Luke. Gosh.
Well, Ashby kind of hoochie, huh?
She is a little hoochie mama, right? Angela says she has to recap the show, so she watches it all. I mean, we watch it all too, but we don't have the same capacity for memory that you do. Maybe it's because you write it down every day and we just talk about it once a week. I don't know. Oh, speaking of doing it once a week, we really got to figure out our Thursday show, Ma. We got to figure it out right now with all of these people live watching us. Folks, we're struggling. We every Thursday we're like, you want a podcast? And we're like, yeah, but what about? And then we don't. So what do you want us to talk about? You want us to talk about a family, a story? Do you want us to watch a different thing and talk about that? We could talk about Desperate Housewives. We watch that a lot. We can watch a movie. We could talk about I don't know, any number of things. You let us know. Leave a comment. You don't have to tell us now, but just start thinking about it. Tell us what you want. We need to do one of those
top 10 list.
Angela is going to help us out with that.
Yeah.
Thanks,
so
Angela.
We're just struggling a little bit, just to get on here on Thursday night. Like we want to, but we're just struggling.
Yeah, we're struggling. We don't, we want to keep it, the topic central, but also at the same time, easy. It's midweek and most of you are asleep by the time we're able to hit the buttons. It's okay. James Lett Jr. is, I guess, all for a Thursday show. A poll of what? A poll of what? You tell me. I can't come up with it right now.
Well, we come up with some kind of polls and then talk about the results, and then we'll just build around it.
Well, that's good. We can do weekly polls for the week or something. I put them up on Twitter, and we can talk about the results. Talk about what you think as the fans. How are you responding to the stories? That might be something interesting to play around with. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway, hey JLJ, welcome to the show.
Hey James.
Hey. Angela's never been a fan of the Good Girls. Goodness gracious, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, you know what? Speaking of good girls and bad girls, it seems like to me. Oh, Brett.
Obrecht, yes.
Yeah, she's Liesel's she's being a little bit of her old self again.
I don't know. She comes and goes when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then, like, when I think of Liesel's old self, I think of Peter tied to a bed with a cabin on fire. And if we're not having Willow tied to the bed, forcing her to take, like, Obrecht's bone marrow. You're like, you're going to take my marrow. You're going to take it right now. I'm going to give it to you. Right? Then I don't think we're at old Obrecht. But she's a little PO'd, She's a little angry about her position in life and what's going on. And I also think that she is finding a little bit of light in her heart when it comes to dealing with Willow. Maybe a little bit more than she expected. Where she's like, I'm going to do this for you, Nina. And then she's hanging out with Willow. And she's like, oh, but you are my niece. I like you. I like you, So I don't know.
I thought that Nina really... She had an opportunity to say something that might have really affected Willow, because Willow kept on saying your aunt Liesel when she was talking to Nina.
Yeah.
And Nina didn't, and she had an opportunity to say, she is my Aunt Liesel, and by grace, she's yours too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just would have maybe
she didn't say something similar to that. I thought she did.
Well, not exactly,
Huh. Well, she's like, I actually did mention, you keep on saying my aunt, but she's also yours, You're a part of this family, lady. I don't know. It's because It also, okay, all right. So the fact that Willow was like, Michael, go away. I need to talk to Nina. All right, here's the update on my life. Don't ask me any questions until I tell you more. I'm out of here. Bye. Right? She does that. She does that. And then to Nina's credit, she goes, oh my gosh, I got this little kernel of something. I appreciate this kernel so much that I'm not going to push it. I'm going to put this kernel in my shirt and I'm going to wait for her to come back and give me more kernels. To Nina's credit. Like,
hopefully she'll, yes, so far that's what she's done. And hopefully Willow will reach out to her in some capacity again, because if she doesn't, Nina will F it up.
Yeah.
Because she just can't not.
She can't.
Yeah,
she will at some point.
She reminds me of like that neighbor that you can't get to go away, and they almost
the little nosy neighbor.
Abner. Yeah. Gladys Kravitz, and putting their foot in the door of your, and you're trying to shut the door.
Just popping in like Lenny and Squiggy. Hello.
Nina.
That's Nina. Anyway, Lenny, Squiggy, and Nina. That's exactly what it is. Just gonna pop in. Hello. I'm here to mess stuff up. Oh God!
Say something stupid.
Cindy Williams recently passed away, right? Oh.
Yeah, she did.
Rest in peace, Cindy. You brought me a lot of fun memories with Liver and Incher. I was a Nick at Night kid. All right, watching older shows and soaps and things like Lever Incorporated. Yeah, I saw that with the little glove going around the whole thing. Oh yes. Oh. And then they changed the whole thing, and she went, and then they moved to the East Coast. Or the West Coast. Anyway, what's up?
I guess I should have made you go turn your well, I probably maybe did two things. Not giving you a TV in your room so early in your life. Or just made you turn it off and go to sleep.
Well,
I didn't really make you do either one of those. I didn't do either one of those.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's to my detriment or to my success. I don't know, because I'm able to relate to this audience really well, so that's great. I'm able to make appropriate references. But when it comes to my peers and contemporaries, I missed so much of what they watched. I was not a Cartoon Network kid, so I don't know anything about like those shows that my generation calls the development of their sense of humor. I missed them all because I was watching Global Guts and Nick at Night, like Star
Three's
Trek,
Company,
Three's Company, game shows. Oh God, I've always just been 65 is what it is. It's
funny. So, what are they going to do to get Uncle Victor down? Because
they'll just continue. He's just gonna go slink away into a cave somewhere. I'm worthless. I don't know. He's after something. By the time this week was over, they decided that the coordinates for somewhere were engraved on the Ice Princess, which is why Victor's trying to unite all the pieces.
Yes.
But what is this thing it's pointing to? Where is it? What is? Are we going to have some sort of like fun volcano adventure? Because I am here for a volcano adventure. All right, they're on some sort of tropical island with a volcano about to explode. I am 100% on board for Felicia being dangled over a lava pit and somebody having to swing on a rope to, can we do it, GH, please?
I don't think we're going to go those kind of antics, but I am all for something for sure. Yes. And it's got to be something like that. It's ridiculous already. It cannot get non-ridiculous now.
What if it's Helena? What if it points to the reanimated body of Helena Cass? What if they were able to digitally? This is it. This is the big unification, okay? Because Helena was involved in the brain swap, okay? She was involved in the memory swap between Jason and Drew, all right? Because this was a test run for downloading Helena's consciousness onto a computer, so they can upload it into a new, younger body. Helena Cassadine lives on, recast as somebody who's 28 years old. And it fits right in with established reality of Port Charles, New York.
It does full circle on the stupid twins A and B thing.
I am here for Come on, GH. Frank Valentini, I know you've been listening this week. I know you've been watching, taking notes.
It
Right
does,
at
doesn't
Fido.
it?
Fido, you here? Say hi, Fido, if you're in the chat. Okay? This is where you're going to get that quality GH just coming up with just random nonsense to just make it wild. Just spend all of the money. Just spend the entire budget of the year in the first 3 months, please.
Well, it's like we always said, General Hospital, it was the Ice Princess is back. It's supposed to be ridiculous. The Ice Princess is back.
The Ice Princess, the Cursed Diamond. It is super ridiculous. Chandra says that she watched Laverne and Shirley and does not recommend blending milk and Pepsi. It sounds not good to me, but I don't know. Ma, did you crack open a cold one already, Ma? It's noon and you're already just pounding a beer?
No, that's Dr. Shasta. No, I'm guilty of that on Thursday nights when I'm on here with y'all. I've done that on Thursday night, that's for sure.
Daisy says that GH isn't as cheesy as Days of Our Lives, so they're probably not going to do the volcano thing. But I want to point out that this is something that Daisy contributed, what's this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 messages after saying that the coordinates are pointing to a frozen Stefan and Stavros, which I think is also pretty ridiculous. So
a frozen what, Stavros?
Stefan and Stavros.
Well, they've already done cryogenics with Stavros once. That's how he returned last time.
Well, they can do it again.
Right, you guys? Right, Angela, right?
Yeah, you confirmed this for us, Angela. Did Stavros come back because he was cryogenically frozen? He was under, I'm sure. I don't know. Helena freezes people into the hospital all the time.
Yeah.
There's probably frozen people down there
now.
There was a frozen Peter for a minute until he got out. They dropped the Biz letting him out thing, and that's disappointing. Unless it's still yet to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but Days is constantly cheesy. Okay, yeah, I'm sure it is. I've heard that it's the soapiest, just the slickest of all of the soaps out there when it comes to the melodrama that exists. And
isn't that the soap that's got the possession and all that?
Yeah, and there was, I guess, 3 characters that had died and went to purgatory and had been dealing with angels and demons. As a real like Passions-esque style story, and then it was those characters, Marlena or something, who was just super classic person, like they died, and then like they were selling it, I guess, in the media, like this is it for Deidre Hall, she's done, she's off the set, she's off the show, we fired her butt, right? As it turns out, it's fine. They just, I guess, they put her spirit back in her body or something, or she's been cryogenically frozen, or I don't know, but it got goofy, is what it did. It got goofy.
Yeah, well, General Hospital's gotten goofy in the past. And
there we go.
Goofy. And I think we got some goofiness ahead of us this spring. I really do. And I think we have a fantastic nurses ball coming. I do.
Hey, Devlin. Oh, we're going to have a great nurses ball. They're already promoting it. And that's not supposed to happen until, well, I guess another 3 weeks. Because if the anniversary is April 1st, which would then be April 3rd, because April 1st is a Saturday, then we're 3 weeks away from that. Which means that we're also about 3 weeks away from the special Epiphany episode that's supposed to launch off the whole thing.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah.
Kelly, if they didn't die, how are they in purgatory? Answer me that. Sorry.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be super great. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I guess Ned's gonna sing. I don't know. They have some sort of plan for Michael, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah, but he's going to be a chairperson, right?
I can't. My performance days are they're over. I can't. Angela says, Casey the alien. There we go. There we go. Point blank period. GH can go there. Casey the mother flipping alien. All right. Okay. And then he went back home, and then the actor he came back in classic GH style to play somebody else. Just people talking about like Michael Easton and Roger Howarth getting to play character after character after character. Now maybe they're the most prolific when it comes to the number that they've played in sequential order, but recasting as another person is not new on GH. They did it with Casey the alien. Tony Geary played 2 different characters. He played Luke and Bill.
He did. I remember that.
And stuff. I'm sure there's more examples out there. Those are just the ones that I can think of right now. Nurses Ball starts on April 3rd, says Angela, and Epiphany's episode is March 29th. So there we go. About 3 weeks.
Oh, just like I said. It's not very far away.
No.
It's already, what, the 12th?
Yeah,
It's
I guess
12 already.
I'm going to assume the 29th is a Friday. It is not. It's a Wednesday. Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Oh, that's nice. Hey, you know what else is coming up on April 1st, Ma? It's General Hospital's anniversary, and it's also ours. We started in the first week of April.
Yes. Yes, our 3-year anniversary.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. Yeah, we'll be starting our 4th season. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Because, year one, even though with no experience, with day one, you're in season 1, so, we'll be entering our 4th season, which is our 3rd year. Weird, right? Anyway. Or 4th year, whatever.
I didn't have any thoughts that, this won't happen, that we won't be on, but I didn't think we'd have this kind of longevity either.
YouTube really helped.
Huh?
YouTube really helped.
YouTube has helped. I think so too.
Quite a bit.
I think so too.
I mean, we'd still be doing it, of course, I'm sure.
Yeah. And chat helps too.
Oh yeah. I mean, when it comes to the direct interaction, it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun. Not that I wasn't having fun before, but it's more fun, is what I'm saying.
Yes. So Matt.
Yeah.
What do you think is happening at the warehouse? What the end of what we saw on Friday?
Oh yeah, who's taking a shot at Sonny?
Yeah.
Who's shooting at me? You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm Sonny Corinthos.
Right. To be honestly, 100%, I think that it's a dex test. I think it was a blank. I don't know. I guess it ricocheted off something, but I think that it was a dex test.
I saw a flash.
There was a flash. I think there was a bullet spark or something that happened on the duck. But that guy wasn't gonna hit anybody. It was a dex test. That is my feeling. That is my thought.
That's what you think.
Based on the conversation that Dex and Sonny was saying,
I just gotta keep you, because if you're not involved, then I know that you can't betray me if you're not involved, you understand?
Right, and he did that, and then he's also like,
but I'm gonna take you out to the decks, I wanna see how good you are. I wanna know how good your eye is for danger.
And it gets somebody takes a shot at him when they're doing that exact thing,
Just want to make sure you see what's happening out there.
This is why I do the show.
Matthew.
Why I do the show. Dex was in the crosshairs, not Sonny. I found that interesting, says Chandra. I think it was just the shot, like the camera shot. They put the filter on the camera. That's just my thought on it.
So I don't know. I really do think that all the secrets, the different parts of the whole Dex and Jocelyn and Sonny and Michael, those 4 big pieces are going to come together and be exposed at one time with some revelation of who Dex really is.
You think that maybe Dex is playing both parties?
Someone tied to them closely is going to be injured because of their shenanigans.
So either Jocelyn's going to get shot, all right? Or what if this? Oh man, the Dex fans would hate this. They would throw up and throw things at their TV, but this would be so good. Dex has been playing both Michael and Sonny because he's really working for AJ. I don't know, right? Because he's really so and so's kid, right? Brenda. Yeah. I don't know. Whoever. And he's also been doing all this stuff to Jocelyn just to F with her too, because he's trying to mess with the whole family, right? And then it's gonna come out and he's gonna pull the gun, right? And he's really like, my name is Dex Pikeman, whatever, I don't know, Quartermain? I don't know. And I'm really here because you made my mama mad and she had to move to Nebraska.
Yeah. Pew pew. Well, that's good storytelling, Matt.
No disrespect, Matt, but I can't understand when you do impressions of the characters. It's supposed to not be clear.
It's the whole point of the Son Corinthos.
You don't know what he's saying. I'm sorry. That was the point.
I'll try to do it clearer though, because when it's more serious, this is how it comes out, and hopefully you can understand it when I'm doing this.
Hopefully, I don't know. Dex is an agent.
And you know what?
People are also saying maybe he's Frisco's kid, but why would Frisco have another kid he didn't raise?
Yeah.
But then again, that does give something for Maxie to do. So here's the thing, Ma. Here's the thing when it comes to like giving something for somebody to
I like
do.
him being AJ's kid, actually.
Yeah. AJ's long lost kid from college. Yeah, I'm with it.
I like the idea of him being Dante and
Brenda's child.
Brenda's kid too. I like that idea too.
You're really my grandson, and you're
Because
sleeping with my
General
daughter.
Hospital has really kind of invested some time in Dex, and evidently, they want to expand him. He's been on there a lot.
Yeah. Now he could also just be a Heller, which I'm totally for as well. Totally for that. That's probably not the most dramatic thing to do though at this point.
And of course, we got Mason and Austin still fussing with one another. And then we've got Nicholas lying somewhere not dead.
Yeah.
Well, we got all that stuff going to happen after the nurse's ball, I bet
He's
you.
attached to the very machine we're broadcasting from. Beep, beep, beep. Nicholas is on life support, being taken care of by presumably Mason and whatever backwater criminal doctor syndicate they work for. So I was trying to say a moment ago about the show giving something to a character. And this comes from me seeing some writings or tweets or something about Nicholas being brought on for Ava, right? To give Ava something to do. This was to benefit Ava, to give Mara West content, not necessarily to bring Nicholas back onto the show or to have Laura rekindle her relationship with her son. But this was about having something for Ava to do. And it makes sense if they're continuing to bring people in just for Ava, especially when it comes into this next leg of the journey here. Now, Adam Huss, in my opinion, saved Nicholas's life. So he'll probably be back with that face once they figure everything out and get the story going again. But I think Nicholas was originally meant to be killed and done and dead. So they can move on to Ava's next thing.
Do you think Adam Husk had that positive of a reaction from
Absolutely.
them? I mean, I think the fans really liked him.
I'm not sure if it was so much the fans liked him so much that the show caves in and they must, but there was more to see potentially from the character of Nicholas with Adam's portrayal versus Marcus's. So anyway, so with that said, they moved Nicholas off so they can bring someone new in for Ava. And it's not, we're bringing in Austin for Ava. Clearly it's connected to Austin's history. Whoever Austin is working for has to be connected to Ava at this point. Has to be. So I really feel it has to be Olivia Jerome at this point. It has to be.
Good
How could it not be? How could it not be? I don't know what Olivia Jerome's job was. I don't know if she was a doctor too or just a criminal. But
hang on just 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm podcasting. I'm gonna hang up. Sorry. It was your sister.
Oh, hey, par for the course. That's normal.
Yeah. She just
Ooh, it's so dark in here. What's going on?
She forgot, I guess.
So I'm sorry. It's so dark, folks.
Suddenly get dark.
It's so dark in here. I'm sorry, guys. Whatever. Maybe it'll come back.
Anyway, you know what?
Hey,
Okay.
Zacarias.
So, you ready to just change to another subject?
Mama, this is the 10th floor. We talk about everything and nothing all at the same time.
Okay. Gladys
Gladys
needs a foot in her ass.
Oh.
She does. Gladys is falling off the wagon so hard.
Yeah.
She really has.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's falling off the
What?
she's got a gambling problem, right?
She got a gambling problem, and I do not see Sonny falling for that, not for 1 minute.
Oh,
I don't
didn't.
see it happening.
He did.
You know? And
Yeah, Sasha did.
But he doesn't know that she did sell the garage. Sonny doesn't know.
No. Yeah, he'll find out short enough.
When he finds out, he is going to be so angry at her.
But then again,
Really
she's got Sasha on her side now, though. So Sasha can go to Sonny and just be like, well, you have to understand. She got all this mail.
I just don't think that. I think Sonny's going to see through that, especially when he finds out who bought it. he's going to put all this together. And it's so reminiscent of his father's gambling problem.
Oh, yeah.
That he dealt with through the 80s and 90s.
Oof,
when,
issue.
Mike was on the show running Kelly's.
Chandra goes, let's open up a can on Gladys.
Yes.
She's going to spend all of that child's money. Kelly says Gladys lied to Sasha, pure and simple. Gladys certainly did lie to Sasha, 100%. And Sasha fell for a hook, line, and sinker. That was a strong emotional manipulation.
And now has emotionally blackmailed her now. Gladys needs a size 10 right up there.
Yeah. That wasn't the best move, Gladys. That wasn't the best move. I don't know. It sucks because I always try to find, the characters I like Gladys. I try to find the silver lining in there, but this one's a little tough, other than just desperation to hide the fact that she messed up so badly.
Yeah.
I should be better at this point. I wasn't. Now, the easy thing really is to tell Sonny, oops, I did it again.
She absolutely should come clean with Sonny. If Sonny finds this out in a third party sort of way, he is going to be so angry at her. And I don't think she's going to be able to talk him down like she did Sasha and manipulate like she did Sasha.
Yeah.
Sasha came in hot.
She sure did.
Sasha came in hot, but then she changed her tune when she, felt empathetic. What Gladys might have gone through, and Gladys is just manipulating the crud out of her. Oh my goodness, Gladys!
It's not a good look for you, Gladys. Not a good look.
Yeah,
Kelly
so
says
We're going to do something to you.
Kelly says that Gladys needs cement shoes off Pier 54.
Right?
Gonna go sleep with the fishes is what you're gonna do, Gladys.
Oh, Gladys, I'm just. I wanted them to kind of like. I wanted them to leave her somewhere in the middle,
Yeah. Well, maybe she still is in the middle, maybe she'll come clean before you know it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Cody's involved to a degree. I think we might get a love triangle between. I don't know what's happening with the middle adults. I don't know what to call them. They're not the young adults, because we got Chase and Brooklyn, who are still in each other's orbit for some inexplicable reason. But then we also got Sasha and Cody, who are kind of being drawn together. But then we've also had like little tastes of like Sasha and Chase, and so is this just gonna blow up into some sort of big like quadrilateral?
Oh. No.
Just a quadrilateral romance.
I think we're going to see Sasha with Cody, actually.
I think so. You're the only one that's not talked to me with kids' gloves. You treat me like a grown adult still. I appreciate your realness.
Now, I know they really want to keep, what's his name? Josh Kelly, right?
Yeah.
I know they really want to keep him on there. So they got to give him something else.
Yeah.
They got to have Mac find out about the whole DNA
man in 1992.
And that's obviously coming, with him dropping it on the floor and stuff like that. Obviously Mac's going to find out about Cody, and everybody's going to find out about Cody was really a jerk coming into town. He really was.
Yeah.
He was just after those diamonds. That was it.
Yeah, he needs a little the other side of his personality. I don't want to call it a redemption, because he might not necessarily have been a bad person, just making poor choices. He's going to make some good sympathetic choices this time.
Yes.
He's going to help out somebody we like Sasha. Kelly says that Sasha has no money left and has no clue. I don't know if it's that far.
I think she does have a little money left, though. I think she does.
Presumably,
but not as much as she should.
Not as much as she should, for sure. And that's what Gladys is trying to keep under wraps by like selling the garage. Is like a way to not have to use that money and drain that account to cover her butt when it comes to Ms. Wu. That's just my thought on it. Because, and here's why, Sasha, when the company went public, apparently made a freaking boatload. And one auto garage is not worth a boatload. Right.
Yeah. But so Miss Wu told Gladys that now she has some equity to buy into the next game.
Yeah, and then Gladys was like,
I can't anymore.
No, I got to take the So there is some money left.
Yes. Yeah. So
There wouldn't be, but if they look into it, it's not as much as it should be.
So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily, oh my God, I needed to do this because we're going to be destitute if I don't make a extreme decision now. I think it was, how do I offload something that's not a pile of cash, which is a little more obvious. You know, a check written to Selena Wu Enterprises is pretty easy to figure out what's going on. So let me do something that's not as obvious. I think.
Well, like, yeah, you know, if you think about it, it's an addictive behavior. Oh, yes. And that's what she has. And she's got an addiction to the card room.
Yeah, they need help. She needs Cody's help.
So, you know, it's a cycle. That's that. Yeah. It's lie, and then you hide it, and then you deny it, and then you lie, and then you hide it, you deny it. It's that circle.
Yeah. I want Sasha to be independent. Yeah.
I like what we're seeing in Sasha this week, though, even though I didn't want her to, you know, be so empathetic to Gladys.
She's kind of getting over it all, right?
But she's way more assertive, way more standing in her own boots.
Yeah, so I like she's more self-confident and self-sure than she has been recently.
Self-assured and like, you know,
like I'm coming through these tragedies a stronger woman.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm here for it. Chandra says, I want Sasha to be independent, not in a relationship. The only thing that I can say to that is, as much as I would like to see like independence in soaps, it's love in the afternoon. Just people don't stay single, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the ones that they might leave single for a bit are like Diane.
But even then, she's not immune.
No.
Epiphany wasn't immune. Like,
yeah.
You know,
they kind of leave Alexis. Alexis really hasn't had anybody in her life since Neil.
No, I mean, she's sort of got Gregory, sort of.
Yeah, sort of.
Who's, I guess, dying or something.
They need to stop dancing with Alexis and Gregory, or nobody's going to care.
Now, if he winds up having like testicular cancer or something, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt these guys got high and just started talking about their dicks, because like Victor's doesn't work, and then like and then Gregory's dying of testicular cancer, and it was just like they had a. They ran shallow on
is there a men's health thing coming up that I'm not aware of?
Maybe so they're replacing the HIV portion.
Oh my gosh!
Of the nurses' ball with men's health. Get your prostate exam. Make sure you get your regular screenings. That'll put butts in the seats. Oh God, no! Don't do that, GH. Please don't do that. Oh, no, I would much rather hear Valentine talk about Shriners Hospitals for Children again than that. Trinity.
Well, yeah, so I'm just really disappointed in Gladys, and I don't think that she's going to hoodwink Sonny.
No.
I really don't. He's gonna be so mad, and I think he's gonna really, really let her have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Linda Corbin, are you related? I want to know, are you related to Gladys? Linda says that Gladys is going to bankrupt Sasha. I hope it doesn't get that far, Ma. I hope she doesn't spend every dollar of Sasha's.
I wouldn't be surprised if that is what happens, and it could be that extreme. That is
incredibly extreme. That would be so horrible.
Like you know, at some come. So Sasha's at the Metroport bar, and her credit card don't work. And she said, "Oh, well, that's strange. I'll try this one."
She can't spend her own money anyway.
And then she finds out she has no line of credit, and she has no money.
Just nothing. I have to go live with Comet. I have to live in the horse stall. Oh, gosh. Spencer has a tendency to be a jerk. Trina is boring. What is it with the show, Mom? What is it with this show?
We didn't see that much of Trina and
no, but it just something about General Hospital just brings people to want to talk about Sprina and just take the opposite opinion as the other person. It's just so interesting. It's just so interesting. Well,
did we even see Trina this week?
Yeah, Trina was on. She was talking to Spencer. They gave each other the rundown of what's been going on in their lives. Curtis might be my dad. Right? I don't know if I want to know. Well, maybe you should. Well, what's going on with you? Oh, yeah, I really want to raise my little brother because I think Esme is freaking crazy. Even though I'm showing myself to be a little crazy too. But look at these guns. They're really coming out in this sweater. Got nothing but biceps when I'm holding this kid. You noticed that, right? Am I alone in that?
Yeah, I did. See, it was just early in the week, and I don't know. Sometimes,
Comet does look pretty nice, says Angela. Hey. I'm sure there's worse apartments in Port Charles than the horse stall at the Quartermain property. But yeah, no. You saw. You know how that works, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've been hitting it hard. But little Ace taken away to jail. Poor little Ace. Ace, innocent as all, going to prison.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Little Ace Prince. Little Ace Prince Quartermain. Oh, that's actually a pretty good name. Ace Prince Cassadine. Ace Prince Cassadine. And they'll start calling him Prince. And then he becomes a musician and starts singing Purple Rain. And he does it on the roof of Windermere, and then there's like purple, and then you can see like the spires and like the castle iconography, and they have the stage, and then Fido's there playing the bass, and then Michael has taken his shirt off and he's painted his face white like Kiss, and he's doing that with an electric guitar.
That's 20 years from now, right?
What?
That's 20 years from now.
I don't know. Why would it be 20 years from now? Because
Ace would have to be grown up, wouldn't he?
Whatever. Who cares? Let's just do it now. I just want to see Michael dressed up like one of the Kiss members. The worst one though, the cat. Dress up like the cat.
I saw. Who's that guy from Kiss? It's not
Gene.
Not Gene.
Oh,
not Gene.
Ace.
The other one. Yeah, Ace. Yeah, Ace Frehley.
Hey.
Right? No, the other one.
Oh, I don't know any other ones.
Star on his eye.
Star Child. I don't know their names.
Anyway, I saw him being interviewed, and I was like, "Good for you. You're so good." So they made a comment about his voice that it wasn't, like it used to quite be.
Yeah, I'm 80. Of course it's not.
That's exactly what he said. He said, "Yeah, I'm 70.
I'm 70. It's gravelly now.
I'm 70. Yeah. Yeah." And I loved it because it just made the person look like a complete dumbass, I loved it.
Daisy says that Chad is having a baby. Chad's not having a baby. Chad impregnated a woman. I don't know who she is, though. Is he married again? I don't know what happened. I know that
Chad Duell.
Chad Duell, yes.
Yes, I saw that too.
Yeah. I don't know who his girlfriend is, though.
I think he has a girlfriend, and they didn't get back together. What happened with him and the ex-girlfriend? They had did it turn out to be a make-believe wedding?
I have no idea what the story is on that. It got super Hollywood weird, honestly, is what happened. It was like Nicolas Cage getting married because he was drunk and annulling it the next day. Like, it's very Hollywood strange.
What was so strange about it to me was they were together for such a long time,
and then they get to this marriage thing, and then they split up immediately.
Are they Maxie and Spinelli? I mean, what?
It's just the real life soap opera playing out in Chad Duell's life. Yeah, I don't know, because he as far as I understand, he hasn't publicly ever said what the hell happened. He's only said things like, "Yeah, we have a lot of love for each other, and it just was a mutual decision," type of deal. So I don't know. And then apparently this new girlfriend are living together. She's not an actress. Maybe it's just a little more Chad Duell speed, this relationship, than the last one.
Yeah. Well, and I had read that they were going to have a baby. Good for him.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations. I heard they're very, very excited.
It wasn't legal. It was staged. If it was staged, I don't know what the purpose of that would have been.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the purpose? Sometimes I need people to have just a little bit of just self-understanding of their position on the ladder. And this isn't meant to be any sort of detrimental statement about soaps, because they're valid and they're important. They have to be. This one's been on for 60 years. If it wasn't important and doing something for the industry or to make money in some way, it wouldn't be on. Okay? Mm-hmm. However, soap star is not the same as Marvel star. Chris Evans having a staged marriage to somebody makes a lot more sense than soap opera. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the purpose of that would have been, but maybe I don't know. Maybe it's for this point. Maybe it's because we're talking about it and that's the purpose.
I just found it. That was the interesting part to me, was they were together for such a long time, and then had that make believe maybe you got married, maybe we didn't, and then broke up like 4 or 5 months after that.
Yeah, very strange.
The part that doesn't make sense to me is the being together for a long time before.
I don't know. I don't know.
It seems more like a Britney Spears and Las Vegas thing when she married that dude,
that one dancer,
and they were
or whatever,
married like 27 hours or something.
Yeah, I remember. Nicolas Cage did a very similar thing. Apparently Paul Stanley, by the way, is the star child from Kiss.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Chandra. Excuse me. Angela speculates that their relationship blew up before they signed the license, or before the license was officially processed. So I don't know. I mean, they're both young Hollywood actors, so it's entirely possible that they got married and then found out that they weren't faithful. Crazy things have happened. All right, I watched this trial between these two actors. I don't know if you've heard them, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. Yeah,
there was a couple of clips on the internet of slander proceedings. It wasn't the divorce trial. It was, you owe me money for talking so much shit is pretty much what that was about. And my God, Mom, I mean, Amber Heard poisoned Johnny Depp from the very inside, and you could just tell physically.
Really?
You could just tell physically. You take a look at Johnny Depp from the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie he did versus him at that trial. And the only difference between then and now is a couple of years in Amber Heard. This was an immortal actor who never aged a day. Went from 38 to 68.
Yeah.
In the process of being with Amber Heard.
Yeah.
It was like being the president of the United States.
But I think it also had a lot to do with his lifestyle at the time as well. He
did talk about pumping himself a lot of drugs, but he probably did a lot more of that because of Amber Heard's craziness. But then again, I don't know Amber Heard.
And I think he drank a lot.
Oh yeah, maybe it just all caught up with him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it looked like he was very thin compared to back.
Yes.
Like he had lost his bulkiness.
Yeah. Yes. 5 years apparently they were together. Not Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, but Chad Duell and Courtney something or other.
Yeah, that's a long time, especially if you're so young. Yeah. Well, sure, if you've been
are they young? How old are they?
How's 5 years, that's a drop in the bucket. But if you've been with your partner for 5 years and you're 27,
Chandra says she respects actors who successfully keep their personal lives private. Translate that to you folks. Chandra, when it comes to a celebrity's personal life, doesn't give a shit. She doesn't care. Keep that to yourself. I just want to see you act. I don't care who you're married to, what problems you have. I don't care what successes you have in your life. Just entertain me. I'm with it, Chandra. I'm with it. You know who I want to be entertained by? Cyrus Renaud. Bring him back. We got Esme going to jail. Come on. I know she's going back to Spring Ridge, though, so that's not the same.
Yeah, she is. She has to go to Spring Ridge. She's going to have the baby with her.
Yeah, she's going to Spring Ridge, all right, and then Ryan's dead, so there's nobody to interact with there anymore, and they took Heather back over to Darkham, so I guess people are going to have to come visit Esme. Grandma Laura.
Well, of course people are going to come see Esme because she's going to have the baby with her, so she's going to have a lot of people come visit her.
Yeah. Gigantic baby. So they should soar as the baby.
Someone's going to feel sorry for her.
They should soar as the baby to 3 years old and just have the kid running around playing with the blocks and be like, it's time. You can't keep this kid forever, Esme. 18 months has turned into 3 years. No, that's not going to happen. But Laura's going to wind up with that kid, though.
We're definitely going to have this new Esme for a little while, I think.
Reverend Uncle Cyrus will baptize the baby. I can't wait for that. We're here in the Lord's year of 2023, giving the soul upon to thee. He is in Pittenville, wrong jail, but hey, maybe he's been reformed enough to go to
Spring Ridge?
Whatever it's called, Spring Ridge. Yeah, maybe he's just been he could be on some sort of missionary tour, jail to jail.
Maybe Laura and Marty might soften a little bit and help him go to Spring Ridge.
Well, listen,
you never know.
Now, Laura, I know you're worried about Esme and that baby. Now, I'm not so concerned because I think Esme is just a chip off the old block of being just nutty as a pineapple. Which is a weird thing to say because pineapples aren't nutty, right? I mean, it's a total Tad Martin. Anyway, she's just as nutty as a pineapple. I think that maybe an extra layer of protection might be available. between your power as mayor and my power as a lawyer. A lawyer. Then maybe we can get Cyrus transferred over to hang out with Esme and keep her safe. And then we can have more Victor stuff.
At Spring Ridge.
Spring Ridge, wherever. They got too many jails, okay? Pittenville and Spring Ridge and Shady View and Darkham. Like, they got so many places to lock up these characters. It's too many, honestly.
Shady Brook is where you go when you're not, when you're
crazy.
Yeah. And then Darkham's where you go when you're criminally.
When you're super crazy.
Super crazy. And there's plain old Pittenville.
Yes.
And then there's, Spring Ridge.
Spring Ridge. Oh, Spa jail. That's where they sent Martha Stewart. Angela thinks that Esme will get probation and time served because of the amnesia and because of what Nick and Liz did. That makes sense. She was already imprisoned for several months. I mean, at least 9.
Yes.
Or fewer, whatever.
And she ultimately did not kill Oz Haggerty, even though that is the closest one she got to.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. It'll happen. We'll see. Or maybe it won't. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, we do need Jeff Kober. Oh, goodness gracious. Cyrus Ornell is just so necessary. Everything is necessary. I'm necessary. You're necessary. The chat is necessary. My Star Trek podcast I do with Matt is necessary.
Did you do another one of those?
Yeah, we pumped another one out earlier this week. We covered 3 episodes because it had been so long. Yeah. It's a good show, though, you guys. If you like Star Trek The Next Generation, you can skip the first 2 seasons of Picard, but go watch this 3rd one. It's very good. It's very good. It's very enjoyable. I think Portia will fight that. I watched interactions with Esme before she was released. Fight what? Oh, probation. Gotcha. I don't know. What's Portia have to do? Portia can't fight probation. She's not a lawyer.
Well, no, but she can
as the mother of the victim. You're the mother of the victim. You're not the victim.
To interject. She can bring like a civil suit against her or something.
For what? What did he do to her?
Trina's her daughter.
Well, yeah, but she didn't do anything to Portia.
No, but she did something to Portia's daughter.
Sure. Is Portia able to file a lawsuit
against something? That's what civil court's for.
Are they able to do that? Is she able to go, you effed with my daughter, so I'm going to sue you? Does she have the right to do that when she's not a victim herself? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying she shouldn't. That's a real question. Can she?
Yes, I think she can.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I believe so.
Because, the civil court thing makes me think of like O.J. Simpson, which, of course, Nicole Brown wasn't able to sue him on her own behalf. So, that's a different circumstance. I don't know if the victim is still alive. Does the mother have the ability to say, no, you did my daughter wrong, so you need to be punished for this, even though she's not the one bringing up charges? Angela says Trina is an adult, so I could assume that means that Portia really wouldn't be able to do anything about it because she isn't the victim. I don't know. Oh. It's also the sideways reality of General Hospital in which she entirely possibly could.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true. That's a sidestep kind of stuff they do.
Yeah, that's the tangentially almost the real world that we live in. Esme can go to Shady Brook. She can't sue on behalf of Trina. Okay, because of the adult thing. Yeah, I mean, that's the real world, but we'll see what happens in the show. She gave Oz drugs to wake him up, says Chandra. And as Ava said, never underestimate what a mother would do for her child. Anything is up for grabs and soap, says Kelly. It's all true. I mean, it's entirely possible that Portia could sneak into somebody's house and pump them with an air bubble, like she threatened to do with Oz. Or whatever it was that she was threatening to do to him. I don't know. Somebody threatened somebody with an air bubble.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What an interesting week at GH though, Ma. All in all, in conclusion, let me just say this. There was a lot of logistics of life. Figuring out where are we going? What are we going to do next? Who's getting this kid? How am I going to move on with my life knowing I didn't have schizophrenia the whole time? That kind of stuff. Of stuff. And poor Marshall.
Yeah.
What if I did this and I didn't have to? But you thought you did need to, so it's fine. No, it's not fine.
Well, under his circumstances, he doesn't have any other choice to just at some point be okay with it.
Yeah. He's going to have to forgive
He
himself and
doesn't have a
forgive the
choice.
circumstance and move on. That's all you can
Because
do.
there's absolutely nothing that can change that now.
No, you can't go back in time. Not yet. Not until they introduce that story. I hope GH explores the misdiagnosis, says Chandra. I would think that that's what they're going to do. I would think so. Because there was a key question that Marshall said. Because he's like, honestly, because he's like, what was he explaining his decision to Portia to a degree about why he did it, why he got the genetic testing, because he wanted to either validate and be happy that he made the right choice, or find out what happened, and most importantly, why. How was I misdiagnosed and why? So the why is probably something that we're going to explore, hopefully in the next couple weeks. It'll be something slow and done in dribs and drabs. We'll have a scene or two every couple of weeks about it, but it'll get there. It'll get explored and explained. Yeah. Maxie's in charge of putting the nurses' ball together. That should be interesting, says Kelly. It's true. Marshall doesn't gave. I don't know what that means, Laura. Oh, Marshall doesn't have. Yes, Marshall does not have schizophrenia, after all.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No. But I understand. Of course, this is not going to, it's not like you can say, oh, well, that's just the way it is. No, I'm not saying that at all. But ultimately, the only choice he has is to just move on from it.
He's already said his apologies for doing it already. Yeah. He will just personally feel less justified. But
yes, he should at least, investigate why. Is there a reason why this happened? Why was I misdiagnosed? Is there a reason why? Was it just medical incompetence?
Or was it something more
sinister? Or was it something else? Right?
Yeah. Well, I'm happy with that. And I'm happy with the nurses' ball coming. And I'm happy to see all your shining faces here on the 10th floor. Okay, just your shining face. I can't see anybody else's. Well, I can see Chandra's. There's tiny little pictures that come up every once in a while for these people.
Oh,
depends on how they set up their profile. They're not very big pictures, though. Anyway, I'm going to get back on the elevator, Ma. You going to come with me? You want to hang out here some more?
Yeah, I'm going to get on the elevator.
I can turn it off. I can turn off my part, and then you can just continue talking.
No, I'm going to get off the elevator, too. I am.
Okay.
I got some things I got to do.
People can rely on our good solid hour and a half, 2 hours of GH, just bath time and the sudsy content of GH.
GH and banter, that's what we have.
We were a little chit chat in the nurse's station with Matt and Kat and chat. Love it. I love it. All right. Well, hey everybody, go explore the internet. Go watch, Maurice Bernard and all them. Go watch Jakarius. He's going to start doing his daily reviews again. You got to encourage Jakarius, okay? Because he falls off of his rhythm. And we need your help when it comes to comments and views and just engagement. So he feels more rewarded doing these reviews. He does the Twitter spaces all the time, but I know he's got the passion for reviews. And we can help him out if we watch his channel a little more often. I think that he's going to be a little more inspired to do it more often. So,
okay.
And that's our community challenge for the week.
There you go.
In the meantime, you can explore everything 10th Floor on the internet. You can find us on Twitter at 10th Floor GH. You can email us at 10thfloorgh@gmail.com. You can find our buy us a coffee, buymeacoffee.com/10th floor. Just /10th floor. You can chip in $5 or get in one of the membership tiers, and that's going to come into play here in the next couple of months as we figure out what's happening exactly when it comes to the convention. There's Buy Me a Coffee, and the convention is probably going to go hand in hand to a degree when it comes to how to distribute easily this content and potentially prizes.
Yes.
That we're trying to get going for just a fun month of June, just a June month of GH fun enjoyment. I'll come up with a fun tagline.
So that's what we're kind of thinking about, that coffee money, you guys.
Yeah.
We were not going to spend it on us. We're going to ultimately spend it on.
We're going to try to spend it on y'all. Y'all. To a degree, maybe on Surface Space. Anyway, but for this video, hit the thumbs up, like it. Don't hit the thumbs down, please. Please don't. And if you did, unclick the thumbs down and hit the thumbs up, which is, I'm sure, what you meant to do the first time. Leave a comment if you're not in the live chat. And if you are in the live chat and come back to this video to relive the love, you can leave a comment at that point, because you can't comment when we're live broadcasting. You can just participate in the chat. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. What else do I need to talk about? Love Politics Medicine preview episodes up on a really short story podcast. Check those out. Main show going to be recording soon. It's written by me, narrated by me, and my mama's going to play a character too.
Yep.
Going to be super fun.
Too.
Going to be super great. Going to be super fun. Gonna be great. It's going to be great. Jeannie says her avatar's day stars with me and Galen and Eric from Dish and Days. Oh, well, that's nice. See, there you go. Explore each other's pictures. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, all that kind of stuff. What did I say? You can go into your car. This is what we're doing. We're getting on the elevator. We're going to go back down to the first floor. Okay? Going to get out of this effing hospital. We're going to juke and jive Victor looking for Viagra. We're going to hop into our cars, turn our radios to previous episodes of the 10th Floor, which you can find on all your podcasting stations, and also right here on YouTube. We've got over a year's worth of GH reviews, Star Trek reviews also happening.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
Stuff on Thursday. We're going to figure it out for Thursday night. We'll do a poll on Twitter probably. That's what James suggested, and I think that's a good idea. Anyway, join us then. In the meantime, like this video, subscribe to the channel, go spend some time with your families. I've been Matt.
And I've been Kat.
We'll catch you next time right here on the 10th Floor. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.